And happening right now in downtown Detroit, another protest over the killing of George Floyd by a Minneapolis police officer. Good evening to you. I'm Brian Abel.
And I'm Amira David. 7 Action News reporter Simon Chiquette covering what is happening right now locally and the message from police and activists. Simon?
Yeah, Amira, Brian, the death of George Floyd on the mind of everyone out here. As we walk, we're going to continue to move with this crowd because we don't want to get in the way of anybody as they're traveling. This is the third day of demonstrations in the city of Detroit, and you can see some of the signs that say Black Lives Matter. We're just about a block from Campus Martius, and my photographer Josh is going to give you another look at this crowd as we continue to make our way through. Protesters taking a stand against the killing in Minneapolis last week after police were in that city and put in the national spotlight. What we're seeing now is peaceful, but police did use tear gas the last 2 nights as protests moved into neighborhoods. Today, the mayor, police chief, and community leaders urging parents to keep kids at home, saying this is deeper than what the eye is seeing, and it's time to call out those using violence. Reverend Dr. Wendell Anthony of Detroit NAACP saying hurting the community and targeting police makes no sense when the police in Detroit stand with the community, and that violence shows lack of understanding, urging we support one another to bring about real change in our country. Take a listen to some of the protesters today.
Systems are broken, and I think that even just everything at this time amidst coronavirus and the pandemic, like you're seeing the holes and the gaps and the ways in which the systems are inequitable.
We wanted to remain peaceful. It's unfortunate when things get out of hand, but you got to realize the tensions are high. People are frustrated, and like I said, hopefully it can remain peaceful.
Activists and police who spoke today are supporters of better policing and say voting is critical for healing our country, and tearing up our neighborhoods will not bring about positive change. Mayor Duggan and Chief Craig side by side with community leaders saying Detroiters should be aware that a citywide stay-home order, a curfew, takes effect at 8 p.m., and that comes after Detroit police made 84 arrests last night, including most from the Metro Detroit area, even 2 from out of state, Ohio and Tennessee. Hundreds gathered Saturday with some who were filling coolers with bricks or stones to throw. Take a listen.
Outsiders will come into our city, commit crimes, and undo what we've worked so hard to create. Applauding the men and women of the Detroit Police Department, I will always give them praise for what they do.
It's unbelievable. Atlanta, Portland, Denver, Columbus, Chicago. I look at what's happened there. We haven't had that level of destruction here, but I think it's been for one reason. It's been the actions of Detroiters.
Martin Luther King always had to deal with this mess. There were always infiltrators and saboteurs who infiltrated themselves within the movement. The purpose was to take themselves and to take the attention away from the issue of civil rights.
That 8 p.m. Detroit curfew till 5 a.m. will stay in place as long as the chief feels it's needed to keep people from coming in from out of town to cause trouble. Those allowed out will only be people who are working. Leaders in the community say be aware, be alert, and document what is going on. Speak out peacefully. Also, that Minneapolis officer seen putting his knee on the neck of Floyd under arrest for third-degree murder. Reporting live downtown, Simon Chiquette, 7 Action News. We're going to continue to stay with this crowd. Brian, we'll throw it back to you.
Well, Simon, before you go, what is Chief saying about additional resources being brought in to help deal with crowds possibly tonight?
Yeah, we asked about that during the press conference today, and there are extensive resources that were brought in to help deal with this. We're going to continue walking as we're talking, and at every street that we pass, at every intersection, we do see police that have blocked off the road so that this crowd can pass through safely. This is a peaceful demonstration. Of course, after 8 p.m., that curfew will take effect, but a lot of police out here. The chief did not want to give exact numbers nor talk about any intelligence they may have received from their federal partners about possible threats related to all of this. Brian, we'll send it back to you.
All right, Simon, thank you.